Today we're gonna roll on becoming great again.
You don't want your $30,000 a year job rather than $3,000.
Yeah.
7 years there.
Guys, like,
That one down four
Get my text
at home.
about earlier today.
Actually makes, I've heard it, when I heard that, it's like, well, that actually kind of.
Did do that. About the bus driver. I went back in my notes and I went, how do I not remember any of this?
I'm sure that's not what I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was on trips because we already
Yeah,
have
really.
our minimum trips.
Dead man, he's.
I don't know how I missed any of that conversation. Like, I don't even remember it.
She can't make any of it.
Really?
Hospital.
I went down.
Yeah, he's drives like that. Yeah.
I'll have to explain what she and I
Okay.
talked about.
I would like to call this September 19th, 2022, regular meeting of the New Philadelphia Board of Education to order. We'll start as we always do with our mission statement. The New Philadelphia City Schools will provide all students the opportunity to achieve their highest potential, to become educated, self-sufficient, and responsible citizens. We are committed to providing every student a diverse, quality education within a safe and secure environment through a dedicated, innovative, and highly qualified staff in partnership with parents and the community at large. This is the metric we judge our decisions against. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and
to
to
the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Call the roll.
Mr. France?
Present.
Dr. Fuller?
Here.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Here.
Mr. Weaver?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Do we have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
Moved.
Mr. Galantine and Dr. Fuller, a second. Any discussion, additions, deletions? Please call the roll.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Dr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. France?
Yes.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Carries.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from the special meeting dated August 4th, as well as the August 22nd regular meeting and the meeting dated August 15th?
So moved.
Mr. McMath, and a second.
Second.
Mr. Weaver, are there any corrections to the minutes? Please call the roll.
Mr. McMath?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Mr. France?
Yes.
Dr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mr. Galantine?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Do we have any special recognition this morning?
We do not.
And the building spotlight is on Central. So, Ms. Reed, the floor is yours.
Oh.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, that's good. Oh, I apologize.
Michael Jordan has said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots, lost almost 300 games, and 26 times I've been trusted to make the game-winning shot and missed. I fell over and over again, and that is why I succeed. Michael Jordan is one of the most famous basketball players in the world, though he wasn't always a star. He didn't even make his high school basketball team because he was too short and he wasn't good enough. He could have quit, but he had the mindset to continue and get better. He practiced every day before most people were out of bed. And because of this, he not only made the team the following year, but he went on to become one of the greatest players of all time and a true champion. The question that comes to mind is, can we all learn to have the mindset of a champion? That is what we are working on at Central Elementary this year. Our students are developing the mindsets of champions. We are recognizing the differences between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A growth mindset is when somebody believes they can learn to be good and they can learn to get better. They are not afraid of challenges and they continue when things get hard. They know that they have put effort into learning and they learn from criticism. They are inspired by people who do well. Sometimes when we fail or we make a mistake, we get upset and we stop listening to those who can help us. And this is not healthy. We at Central are learning to recognize this and control our emotions. We are striving to be coachable and give 100%. We are changing our fixed mindsets into growth mindsets. The first week of school, we listened to the book, Bouncy and the Power of Yet, which shares an important message. It is about a race car that can't jump a ramp. One of the characters in the book, a Yeti, shares an important message to the struggling car. His advice was an important 3-letter word called yet. The car couldn't use a ramp yet. He explains learning takes time. It's okay to crash. It's okay to fail. With practice and breaking the task into easier steps, the car became successful. At Central, every teacher has a Yeti in their classroom to remind our students to remember the power of yet and develop a growth mindset. Whatever challenge they face in life and in school, whether it is in reading, math, writing, sports, learning a new language, getting along with others, they can become champions and achieve their goals. They just need to take advice, be coachable, work hard, and get up every time they fall down. So some of our students have volunteered. They wanted to come and show you what they learned so far. So we have a group here that's going to perform a skit for you that's called Marvelous Mistakes. And then I have a group of students who so bravely volunteered to share what their goals are this year and what they're trying to achieve. So now, Wyatt, you may take the stage.
We have a skit to show you today. The saying takes place at a neighborhood ice cream shop one evening. Dark clouds are looming in the distance with the promise of rain. Sam, Taylor, and Avery are sitting together at a picnic table. Lights, camera, action.
I just made a marvelous mistake today.
A marvelous what? You put marvelous and mistake in the same sentence?
Sure did. I used to be afraid to make mistakes. Even just worrying about making mistakes made me feel super stressed. Sometimes I wouldn't even attempt to do something because I was afraid I'd mess up. I thought everything had to be perfect.
Whoa, I bet that didn't help you at all. You can't expect yourself to be perfect. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes. You see my painting project in art? My tree looks like a dinosaur. Hey, as long as you tried your best, that's all that counts. Still though, I think mistakes are kind of miserable. Why did you put them marvelous and what mistake did you make?
I didn't go back to double check my work on my science test before turning it in last week. I got it back today and noticed I skipped over 2 problems and lost some points.
What's so marvelous about that?
It all goes back to having a growth mindset. I know that mistakes are a great opportunity to learn and grow. I'm actually growing my brain. Mistakes are a chance to improve next time. I will remember to double check my work from now on, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. We had a growth mindset lesson the other day in class. Our teacher told us how our brains grow and get stronger when we make mistakes and learn from them. That kind of growth can't happen if we get everything right.
That kind of growth can happen if everything is easy. Challenges are good. When we try something difficult, it is great for brain growth. When we try hard things, we're going to make mistakes. It's just another chance to keep growing our brain. Wow, you guys do know a lot about a growth mindset. I used to think that mistakes meant I wasn't good enough or smart enough. I worried that my parents or teacher would get upset with me. Now I actually see the plus side of making mistakes. I learn from them and make improvements.
So that's why you call them marvelous.
Exactly. Mistakes actually help make my brain smarter. It's your turn, guys. What marvelous mistakes have you made?
I tried to let my puppy out after school, so he made a marvelous mess in the kitchen floor. I know I wasn't being responsible. My dad was not happy, but I did learn my lesson. And now I have a reminder note on the fridge. That's my brain growing moment. What about you?
Oh, let's see. My day's been filled with marvelous mistakes. First, I left my homework at home.
Then my drink leaked inside my backpack because I didn't put the lid on tight. I spilled the paint in art class, made a mistake on the morning announcements, and the entire school was listening. I missed all my free throws in basketball. I gave the wrong answer twice in social studies. How's that for marvelous?
Hey, look at the bright side. That's a lot of opportunity for brain growing in one day.
Yep, we all have challenging days sometimes. I'll just keep trying and moving forward. Quitting is not in my vocabulary.
Do you guys want to hear about my other marvelous mistake? Drinking blender, super blooper, growing blip.
When you put it that way, yes, this is going to be good.
I thought it was a brilliant idea to do 10 cartwheels in a row at recess. By cartwheel number 7, I was really dizzy. I cartwheeled even a word. Okay. Anyways, I cartwheeled into the bunny bench and fell over it.
How embarrassing. Were you hurt?
The only injury I have is my bruised ego. I learned a couple of things though. Next time I'll watch where I'm going, that's for sure.
Next time, how about there's no next time?
Oh, you're probably right. I actually got good at cartwheels. You should have seen me the first time to do one. Picture this in your head. A kid on ice wearing clown shoes, eyes closed, having mitts on both hands, attempting to do a cartwheel. Disaster, right? That's how I look.
Ha! That's hilarious. Even after that, you didn't stop trying. You used your growth mindset and kept at it.
You were determined to improve, and that's what you did. We would just forget about that time you fell over the buddy bench. Joking, just joking.
I still laugh about it too. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do when you mess up and make a mistake. Just laugh at yourself, brush it off, move on, and try again.
That's a great example of using your growth mindset.
I like this plan for dealing with mistakes. Learn from them, brush it off, move on, try again, keep trying. Remember, sometimes you just have to laugh at yourself.
I won't be laughing if we get rained on, so let's go before it gets soaked.
Make your brain stronger every day. When you choose a growth mindset every day.
That was great. We had a chance to meet Mr. Wyatt. Can the rest of our representatives of Central introduce themselves this evening?
My name is Nicholas Wagner.
Thank you for coming.
My name is Arvo Bowers.
My name's Nico Marsh.
Thank you so much.
All my students.
Hello, my name is Lillian Ray. My goal is to get on the swim team. To get on the swim team, you have to know how to swim 50 plus yards. You also need to know the breaststroke, the butterfly stroke, the front crawl, and the backstroke. You also need to be in levels 5, 6 of swim class. It depends on your grade and how much talent you have in swimming. To meet my goal of being on the swim team, I feel it is important to focus on physical activity, a good attitude, and dedication. In order to be physically strong, you have to run. Running helps my rotary breathing. Rotary breathing is when you take a breath every few seconds from holding your breath underwater. Another thing I try to practice daily is a good attitude. And I show up to swim class on time and ready to learn. I try my best to not get discouraged when my swim teacher says to do better than what I'm doing. I don't get upset, I keep trying. That way, when she says good job, I know she really means it. The last thing that will help me reach my goal is being dedicated. Dedication for me is showing up to run even when I don't want to, being happy for those who are doing better than me, showing up to swim when I'd rather be hanging out with my friends. Being on the swim team is going to be a whole lot of work. This is a big goal to achieve, but I will set tiny goals along the way. Every small goal that is met, I am closer to the power of yet. My name is Hello, my name is Tucker Bernard. I'm in Mrs. Burnworth's 5th grade class. Over the past few weeks, we've been talking about the power of yet and how you may not know how to do something yet, but you should still work towards achieving it. Something I would like to strive for is the back tuck. I love gymnastics and I can do many other things such as back handsprings, cartwheels, round-offs, handstands, back walkovers, front walkovers, and more. I'm very close to doing a back tuck. I just need to work on my form and how I land the trick. So I practice every night or morning on my air track, knowing that I can't do it yet, but I'll be able to do it soon if I work hard towards it. Hello, my name is Vanessa and I am in the 5th grade. At school we listen to a book. Oh wait, no. My goal is to try and ride a horse without being scared. To do this, I have to find a horse I can connect with. Then I will learn how to ride this horse and sit on it properly. After that, I will practice sitting on top while it walks and not fall off. This will take much work. When I get good at this, I might even enter competitions.
I am Bryson Rogers from Central Elementary, and today I'll be talking about the power of yet. The power of yet means that the event has not happened yet. For example, just because I haven't achieved the goal now doesn't mean I can't achieve it in the future. I am the definition of yet. I was born with autism and I hate it. Some things are harder for me than what they may be for most people. For example, I didn't talk until I was 2 years old. I also didn't learn to walk until I was almost 2 years old. I used to hate being touched or hugged. My family could not give me a hug until I was 3 years old. I used to have problems with noise and would wear headphones all day, but not anymore. I have been going to vision therapy for 5 years because I do not have peripheral vision, which means I do not see things on the side. Because of my vision, when I would walk down the hallway, I would have to touch the walls as I walked. My family wasn't sure if I would learn to ride a bike. Because of my vision, I learned to ride a bike in 1st grade. With hard work comes great rewards, and I have accomplished a lot of goals. My goals just look differently than the goals of others, but they're just as important. I have learned to keep trying over and over until I accomplish what I've set out to do. Because of my hard work at vision therapy, I have now increased my peripheral vision, so I no longer have to hold on to walls. When I walk, I am able to catch balls and track objects. I've accomplished a lot in my 10 years of life, and I know I will accomplish more things in the future. My future goals include creating a successful business, being a billionaire, and creating a laser. I would like to give credit to Miss Reed for allowing me to do this, and I would also like to thank the school board for listening to my speech. In addition, I would like to thank my parents for all their help and support. Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Lincoln Newbern, and today I will tell you about one of my goals this year. My goal is to improve in reading, social studies, and science. One of the few ways that I can achieve these goals is by choosing the opportunities to study and when to choose them. One last thing,
My school can also help me develop a growth mindset in many ways. For example, just a few days ago in my math class, somebody came into our class and talked about making good choices. They also talked about how to develop a growth mindset. That's all from me. Thank you for your time.
I don't have a paper. I memorized mine. Don't ask.
My name is. All right, we want to thank the school board for their time. And also, like we said, all the classrooms at Central Elementary have a Yeti in their classroom just to remind kids that they have goals that they might not have achieved yet. And Central Elementary, we would like to present you with this Yeti to hold at your board meetings because we know you have very important goals and very important places to take the school district. And we know we might not be there yet, but we know we're going to get there. So
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay. I will, what's behind me? Oh, my goodness, there we go. There's a bunch of Yetis in classrooms back there. I'm sorry I missed that. Awesome. We are going to move forward with our meeting, but in all honesty, if you don't want to stay, this would be the time to leave. You're more than welcome to stay and participate. We'd love to have you. We'd like to have lots of people at our meetings, but it's okay. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Treasury report.
Okay, in the board folder, you have the financial statement, the key indicator, the cash flow, the check register, QDA and QPA financial reports, and the bank reconciliation. All accounts are in balance. You also have the